Welcome to QLM Business News, and now for today's news stories. Trump's new tariffs, could they benefit the UK and other nations? US President Donald Trump's recent tariff measures could prove advantageous for some nations, including the UK, as the global trade landscape undergoes significant shifts. While Trump has ramped up his trade war rhetoric by imposing a new 10% duty on Chinese goods, adding to existing tariffs, and threatening similar measures on Canada and Mexico, analysts say the consequences may not be entirely detrimental for countries that remain outside the main line of fire. Trump's latest announcement, which follows his earlier threats to impose tariffs of up to 60% on Chinese imports during his campaign, has raised concerns in the US over rising costs for consumers. The new tariffs, which have been labeled as a beautiful word by Trump to signal job creation and economic prosperity in America, are expected to lead to higher prices for everyday items such as vegetables, wheat, toys, and t-shirts. Some economists warn that these measures could further drive up inflation in the United States. However, the repercussions of these tariffs could spill over positively for other economies. For example, the UK might benefit from increased access to cheaper goods through trade diversion, potentially easing domestic inflation pressures. Countries such as Vietnam and Malaysia have already experienced rapid export growth as they replace China as key suppliers to the US market. Moreover, major trading partners like Canada and Mexico, despite facing their own economic challenges, could leverage lower interest rates and healthier public finances to cushion tariff impacts. Trade experts suggest that while the tariffs are likely to dampen growth in the US, potentially by up to 1%, the global effects remain mixed. The European Union, particularly Germany, and China, whose exports to the US form a relatively small part of its income, may be less vulnerable to these measures. In Trump's volatile trade environment, uncertainty itself is having a chilling effect on investment and business confidence, even as some countries find unexpected benefits from shifting trade patterns. This news story is presented by QLM Business News, your go-to digital media channel. Visit qlmbusinessnews.com for the latest updates, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook, X, and YouTube. Support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to help us bring you more stories like this.